Hello, I am prepping a board for the fire bow. I have my cedar plank here and I'm going to carve a little divot with my knife. I am using cedar for this. Different types of wood you want to use are generally softwoods with a low rosin content to them. My two favorite are cedar and basswood. Lots of people like oak or pine or cottonwood. Any wood will work. I am going to now grab a spindle and burn it in. This is a lot of smoke and no ember. You don't actually get a fire from the fire bow, you get an ember. The fire process comes from the use of the tinder bundle. I have a cedar spindle. Spindle can be the same wood as the fireboard, however it can also be a different wood. I often combine basswood and cedar to a very desirable effect. As I burn this in, you can see there's a lot of smoke and a brown powder forming around the spindle. You're not trying to wear yourself out. You're just trying to expose the diameter of the spindle in the burning hole. You can see while I do this, I got my spindle in a nice upward formation. I also have my wrist against my shin to stabilize the top. If I hold my spindle away from my ankle, I get into trouble. The rope rode down the spindle and I lose my balance. So push that wrist straight against your ankle. It may look like the hand with the bow is doing all the work, but the hand that holds the bearing block is working twice as hard. You can see all the powder that formed around it. We want to carve a notch into the circle, like on the other side here, so that powder collects in an area. We can slide a piece of birch bark underneath it and be able to transport the pile of sawdust to the tinder bundle. For this, you can use a very sharp knife or use a saw. If you're using a knife, be extra careful. Don't cut yourself. You're cutting on both sides of the grain, and a taper or a triangle on an angle, trying to get as close to the center of the circle without actually going past the circle. You'll end up with problems down the road. The spindle will not sit nicely in the notch and you'll be wasting energy. One of the other reasons cedar and basswood are such great woods for the fire bow is you are able to carve through them quite easily without a saw. There you go. Your fireboard is prepped and ready to collect an ember.